What is going on? Welcome back to another video. So inside of this one, what we're going to be talking about is exactly how to find good Clickbank products. I've been building a new website. I've built like previous, sites and things like that, but the last site that I built was focused around SEO, but that was specifically monetizing the site with Amazon. This site that I'm building now is with Clickbank, and as many of you may know, it's a lot more difficult to actually promote Clickbank products than it is with Amazon. And the biggest reason why is because Clickbank products are by individual vendors, whereas obviously Amazon is a big brand, so a lot more people are familiar with Amazon. Like even when they click your link, things are automatically, sort of added to their basket, or they're already logged into their basket. So it's a complete different experience to them trying to buy some random product that you're telling them is good. So because of that, you have to actually pre-sell people on those products. So it's completely different to, how you would kind of promote an Amazon product. Now, the difference of why you would want to focus on something like Clickbank is because obviously there's much higher commissions involved with those products. So if you are promoting, say, for example, an Amazon product, the average commission is about 6%, which can range up to about 10%. Whereas if you're promoting a Clickbank product, you could make something like 50 or 60% and sometimes 100% on just one product. So it's a lot more beneficial, especially if you're promoting products that are around, the $20 to $30, $40 range, when you're making like a quick, $20 each sale, opposed to with Amazon. Now, one of the things that I've seen with Amazon is that when you're promoting Amazon products, you can easily just send any type of traffic over to the site. So it doesn't matter, what kind of keywords you're going for, as long as you kind of discuss a product or whatever and then promote it, more or less people are going to click it and check it, and then when they click, they might not even buy the product that you've recommended, but they might have something else that they was going to buy on Amazon, and then they decide to purchase. So those sites are almost very easy to build and actually monetize. When it comes to Clickbank, you've got to actually set the offer up. So you've got to put someone in that environment of where they would want to buy something, because first of all, you need to be really strategic with the way that you actually structure a Clickbank website. So for me, like what I've realized is you have these review keywords. So say, for example, you're promoting a product. So just say it was like, I don't know, for example, insanity or something like that. That's not on Clickbank, but that's just a product that, which many of you may be familiar with. So just say that was a Clickbank product. Then you've got insanity review. What it is with the majority of those Clickbank products is the actual review keyword is the one that everyone's going to go for. So first of all, that has the most competition, but secondly, it usually doesn't have that much of high traffic search for it, because those keywords are only for people who have already kind of been familiar with the program or the service or product, and then they're just searching for a review on it. So first of all, it's a really good keyword to rank for, and I highly recommend you do, because when someone's typing in something review, that means they're on the tipping edge of actually making a purchase. They just need to see if it's right for them, or the pros and the cons, or someone else's confirmation. So it's really good to rank for them, but that shouldn't be your sole focus. So the difference with Amazon products is that you can go out and do any type of keywords, like I said, and bring people in and then, kind of promote and send them off to Amazon. With a Clickbank product, you have to be more strategic. So when you're driving, just say, for example, traffic to a page like a product review, you want to rank for the product review in Clickbank, but you also want to target other supporting articles that are going to bring high amounts of traffic in for people with the problems that product will solve. So the difference with Clickbank is that you have the product review page, and then you also have your how-to articles and your supporting articles that are going to drive people towards the offer of where you make the sale. Okay, so your site is a bit different to how an Amazon site works. Amazon can work on one page solely, whereas Clickbank, you got to build things and drive traffic towards it using a strategy. Okay, so you might think, for example, give some examples of how you would do this. So if we're using insanity, and I'm thinking of it straight off the top of my head, but if we're talking about driving traffic to an insanity product, well, you need to think, like, what are the problems that someone has of why they would need a program to get fit? Well, first of all, they might be trying to lose weight. Okay, so now you're gonna brainstorm all the different problems, and then you go and do keyword searches on that. So one of the easiest ways is to just drum the keyword for the product into the keyword search tool that you're using, and then it will give you like an expansion of different problems. You'd have to go through and see what it suggests, kind of. So sometimes it might give you them kind of things like related searches, or you can just think off the top of your head of problems that people will have within that industry, or just go into forums and see what people are actually saying. Okay, so anyway, so if we had insanity, it might be how to get shredded, because that's what someone wants to do. So you might be doing a keyword where you're targeting how to get shredded without needing a fitness instructor, or how to get shredded with an online program, or best online programs to get shredded. You see, so if you're saying like best online programs to get shredded, or best fitness course online, all of these different keywords, now these are going to be supporting articles. So something like best fitness course online for newbies, or something like that might have a lot of traffic. So you're going to go and do your research. So when you go into your tool, you might just put best online courses or something like that, best online programs, and then it will just suggest all of these different words to you, and you'll see what ones have good traffic and low competition, and you'll pick those. Once you've got them, you want to basically have like about 3 or 4 keywords that you select for each article. So for one article that you're going to use to drive traffic, your traffic driving article, which is going to support your main review keyword article, for that traffic driving article, you might have like 4 or 5 keywords in there, and they might not be high search. So they might have like about 200 search, 100 search, 50 search, but combined, obviously they might add up to about 5,000 searches per month. So if you've got one article that has a potential of actually getting 5,000 searches per month, you might not get that all in traffic, but if you were to even get 80% of that, that's still a good substantial amount of traffic. And if you can get all those people basically to go through and read your article, they're already searching for the best online program for fitness, or how to get shredded through an online course, or how to get shredded in 6 weeks, or whatever it is, whatever long tail keywords you've targeted, that's going to bring people in. And then inside of that article, you're going to really help them to better understand the problem. So copywriting has to come into it when you're actually building a website around a Clickbank product. So inside of the article, your main focus in the first part of the article should be to help people to better understand the subject at hand. Okay, so you might have a few outbound links. You might be explaining and breaking it down of exactly what the problem is and how they can fix it, and blah blah blah, all of these different things. And it might be in the form of you telling them through your own personal experience, or through you speaking in third person, or an experience that you've witnessed, or something like that. Yeah, so it could be however you structure it is up to you, but I would recommend doing it in first person. That's the approach that I'm taking. So once you've explained what the problem is, the next thing you're going to want to do is obviously provide them a solution. Now if you've done a great job of explaining exactly what the problem is and helping them to really understand it, then they're going to be able to relate to you. So they're going to relate to what you're telling them. You want to be relatable, yeah? Like a friendly neighbor next door. I always use that kind of example. So anyway, if you've explained all of that and they now know what the problem is, they're going to want to know, okay, how do I fix the problem? So now you're going to present the the steps of how they can fix it. And inside of those steps, you're going to obviously say, oh, a great program that I've come across, or I've done a review on, or whatever, that I could recommend myself is this and that. Because remember, you're not selling the program, you're not the vendor, you're just recommending it to them. So it's like whenever you get something really good and you tell a friend and you're like, this, you got to try it, it's really, really good, it worked for me, and whatever. So that's exactly the same approach that you're going to take. So you've explained the problem to them, and then that's going to lead them onto thinking that you have the solution. Okay, and then when you actually provide the solution, that's going to be in the form of recommending a product. Okay, so then you can either send them straight to your review, or you can insert a pitch into that actual article as well. So you could have your review article that has the product on there, and also have your product on the actual traffic driving article, or you could have it on just one and then funnel all that traffic from that page over to the review. Because some people, what they're going to do is read your article and then go back onto the search bar and search for the review and then buy it through that link. So you want to be ranking on the top of that, and also, you know, you want to be driving lots of traffic through these supporting articles. Now, you might ask, you know, how many supporting articles do you need for one product? Well, as many as it takes. Like, that's the way I see it. So if you've got like one article and it's not ranking so well, I would personally go for about 3 to 5 articles that all support your one review article in the first place. And the way you want to structure that is in a silo format. So what it is under one category, you might have, you know, like the specific tab on your you know, your website where you're like reviews, and then under that you might have fitness programs, and then under that tab you might have insanity. Okay, so then under insanity, just within that, you'll have all of your supporting articles which will link amongst each other only, and then you're linking them back to your review articles, so they're all linking and passing link juice around. So when you send backlinks or any kind of you know, power to those articles, they all help each other and they all rank up together. Okay, so that's the way you want to structure it. Now, yeah, so you might do several other articles. One could be about getting shredded, one could be about weight loss, one could be a diet plan, all these different things. And that's how you would structure your article, your articles supporting the main review article that's on this product, Insanity. Okay, so that's that side done. Now, one of the other things that I was looking at when I was actually, you know, doing my Clickbank research this morning is I was focused solely on, you know, like I'm doing a baby site, so it's all focused about babies and, you know, like bedtime and things like that. So I was focused on one product, which you will probably know of by me saying this, but I'm fine with that. So I was focused on this one product. It's all about babies sleeping. And I was thinking, there's no products for me on Clickbank. How am I going to find these products? And I kind of thought, you know what, these products looked a bit cheesy as well. I don't know if you've ever thought that, but they all look kind of like scammy, because in 2019, like, you know, when you're seeing like things like Amazon and eBay and all of these different legitimate sites, and you look at Clickbank and it's just got some like phony video, and it just, for me, it doesn't look like something I would personally buy. Like, that's the truth, yeah? So like, I'm looking at it thinking, how can I sell it? Like, if I wouldn't buy it myself, how can I sell it? And that's one of the things that's really not that good, like if you wouldn't buy it. But what changed my perspective on everything is, firstly, obviously I've contacted vendors in order to get access to these programs. But I started thinking, okay, let me see exactly what is actually selling on Clickbank. And that's what changed my whole mindset. Because I just went and sorted by gravity. If you just go to, and you don't type anything in, and you just randomly just search by gravity and see what products are actually converting, that will give you a good understanding to see what's selling. Because when you've seen, obviously gravity sorts by the last 12 weeks, yeah? So basically it will show you how many sales have been made by different affiliates in the last 12 weeks. And when you see some of them that are like over 300 in gravity, that means 300 different sales have been made by different people. Yeah, so when you see that, basically, you know, then you can see what products are actually converting. And you go to the landing page and all of that, and you see it's quite similar to the other products that you thought were cheesy. So then it changes your perspective, because when you go through all of those and you're like, oh, that made 200 sales from different people, that made 300, that's made like, you know, 100 and something, that's made 50, then you kind of, it just changes your perspective, because you understand that it works, they convert, you know. So then you focus more on, okay, does the product actually do what it says on the tin? Because probably they do if they're converting that well, but the only way you can find out is by testing it for yourself. So I would recommend that you either purchase the products because they're not that expensive, or you contact the vendor and ask them for like an affiliate copy. Okay, so I've done a video on exactly how to do that. I explained it in one of my other previous 2 videos, but if you'd like another video on it, I can do it specifically for that, how to contact affiliate Clickbank vendors. But basically, there's a guy on YouTube who does a video. If you just search on YouTube, you'll find the video where he talks about that. But anyway, so basically, yeah, so I had that different approach now. So I kind of understood, okay, these are converting. I was even looking at, you know, like the landing pages and where they place the buy it now buttons and the call to actions and all of that different stuff. So one of the things that I noticed is the highest converting products all had the buy it now buttons right at the bottom of the page. And these are like huge pages where you're scrolling down for a long time. So that changed my perspective on that as well, because I was thinking, buy it now buttons, I know it's always recommended to put at the bottom, but then you think, oh, but I want to put it in front of the buyer and blah, blah, blah. It just works. It's something that's been, you know, being done for years and years and years. And even when I think back and when I make a purchase, you kind of just scroll down and you look for like where to buy. You just do it. You never like kind of go past and think, oh, where is it kind of thing. You always just go to the bottom because you know it's going to be there. So that's the way you want to kind of construct and replicate or model your pages, your affiliate pages, you know. So, and that's how I, funny enough, construct my affiliate pages. I give them information, help them understand everything, and then I recommend the products at the bottom. And you know, those pages are making sales. Like, and to be fair, they're my highest converting pages because it looks genuine as well. You know, people don't want to be pushed at with sales and things like that. So that was one thing. Now, the other thing with Clickbank is the angle that you come from. So that's another thing that's really important, because you need to have a certain angle that you come from. So what the difference is, when you promote like an Amazon product, you can just be like, boom, this is the product, this is how you get it, blah, 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 send them over and explain a few tips and, you know, whatever about it, pros and cons. But with a Clickbank product, you need to come from an angle. So I was thinking babies and sleeping, that's the only thing I can promote. Then I started thinking outside the box and thinking, no, there has to be more products on Clickbank that I can promote than this, because I want to make this a Clickbank site. I really don't want to make it an Amazon site. I'm going to do like a hybrid kind of thing, but I want to focus solely on, really and truly on Clickbank products and then high ticket Amazon products. So things like baby car seats, because they're very expensive, strollers like push chairs and things like that, baby cots, because they're all like 100 odd, high chairs, they're really expensive, you know, all of the expensive products, because you get good commission. So I just want this to be a high ticket website where it's just making big commissions. Okay, so anyway, so what I was thinking is, you know, I want to focus on Clickbank and then have, you know, some supporting articles, driving traffic to them, but I can't find enough products. And I just had this limited way of thinking. So then I thought, what else is associated with baby sleeping? Well, for the parents who are going to be buying these products, for the, you know, the guy and the mum and dad, there's going to be things like lack of sleep. That's like a major thing. So they're going to be like, you know, lacking in sleep, which may cause them to be grumpy, fall out with each other. So relationship problems, that's something that they may definitely be going through, is relationship problems. Another thing, after a woman has a baby, she wants to lose weight. And it was all going over my head. If I'm going to build a site about babies and for mothers and dads, you know, losing weight is a big thing after pregnancy. After you've, like, my partner was really like stressed out because she wanted to lose weight fast and get back to her normal size. So one of the ways we done that was through smoothie recipes. You know, I was making, and I still do it up to now, like even for my work days, I make smoothies in the morning because it's very fast and it's healthy. And then for lunch, I do meal preps. So I've already prepared my meals on Sunday, and then I freeze a couple and the rest are in the fridge. And then we just warm it up in a container, like they're in containers already. So I just warm it, eat my lunch and come back. And that helps her for maintaining the baby throughout the day, because when she's with the baby non-stop, she doesn't want to come in and cook lunch. So when it's already prepared, she just puts it in the microwave out. In the morning, she has a smoothie done, you know, and she's breastfeeding. So all of those different things. And breastfeeding, funny enough, also helps women to lose weight. So anyway, all of that, I started thinking, oh, well, I could do a smoothie. So there's smoothie affiliate products on Clickbank. So that's another affiliate product that I could, so you can see the angle that I would come from, because I'd come from the angle of losing weight after birth, and then I would promote the smoothie recipe product. You see, so this is how it comes. Yeah, that's the angle. So the traffic will come from the article talking about losing weight after birth, and then I'll promote that product, the smoothie recipe, and then I'll have the smoothie recipe review that I'll also be trying to rank for. Then there was another one about relationships. So, you know, maintaining a good relationship. Then there's another one for the guy, because my site is mainly focused around dads, you know, for the guy and the sex life, you know, so it's a bit explicit, but you know, the sex life with the mum and stuff like that, because that's another problem that can happen, you know, during pregnancy and things like that. So all of these different emotions are going around. So these are different angles and different things that you can target. So by the end of it, I've now got 5 Clickbank products that I'm going to be promoting, and I thought that I had only one, you know. So what I'm trying to get at inside of this video is you need to come from a certain angle, and you need to structure your Clickbank sites in a way that actually, you know, if you're ranking for a review, you can drive loads of traffic from other articles. And a great example of this is, I'm not going to say no names, but there was a person who's ranking for #1 for a review keyword, and they basically don't understand, you know, why they're not making that many sales. So they make sales here and there, but it's nothing sustainable. And the reason why is because they're relying solely on the traffic coming from the review keyword, and forgetting that they need to do some how-to and supporting articles to drive traffic to the offer, to the product, to get more people aware of the product, you know. So the only way you can do that is through other means of coming from a different angle and targeting problems that people have within that niche or industry or topic of why they would need a product like the one that you're promoting. So that person feels very stuck with their site and actually talking about changing niche, when all they need to do is focus on a few more supporting articles that will drive some traffic around problems that people have, and then they can recommend a product as a solution to them. So I hope that kind of helps you. I didn't want to do a computer tutorial video. I kind of had it in mind, but I thought, you know what, let me just explain it in the best way possible. So the idea, again, just to put that in a nutshell, is with Clickbank Products, you want to have the product, the review and whatever you're going to rank for. Then you want to have articles, and you could do it either like the review article as a supporting for the high traffic, or the high traffic as a supporting for the review. But the idea is you want to link them, you know, so they want to be linked, and you can promote products on both of those pages. You don't have to just do it on the review page. You could promote it also on the how-to or the problem-solving article as well, or the high traffic article, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but the idea of it is you want to get loads of traffic from an article with a problem. It has to be a problem that people have, something that keeps people up at night. And not being funny, a problem that keeps my partner up at night is she can't sleep, like, you know, lack of sleep deprivation, and, you know, like not being able to, the baby not sleeping properly and things like that. This is a big problem for her, you know. Her not losing weight, massive problem. Like, she's stressed out, can't sleep, can't eat properly, all of that. Yeah, you know, like all of these different things. It has a tail end effect on my relationship. So I'm staying up, or whatever it is. Yeah, there's going to be people with problems, and if you can explain the problem and really help them to understand it, then you can then obviously provide a solution to them, and you know, prompt them to take action on fixing it. But remember, you're always recommending products, you're not actually selling them. So all you're speaking from is a perspective of someone who's giving some advice on what the best option is to fix their problems. And if you do that, I believe, you know, you have no problem. And I'll be doing a case study on this site anyway, like I did with my last site, and I'll still be continuing the updates with my existing site. I'm going to do monthly earnings opposed to weekly. The site's making sales near enough every single day now. So I should have some good information coming up and some exciting news for you guys at the end of each month. So each month I'll do, you know, a monthly report for you guys, so you can see how much the site has made. Okay, but that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, make sure to leave a like. And furthermore, if you have any questions or anything about this video or anything I've discussed, then make sure to leave a comment in the description box in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you. I'll answer them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.